I'm not very good in this.
Maybe hold something. Yes.
What did you see your report? Report on the fall down. Was your daughters all taken up from you?
He was worried, George.
Yeah. I see your car. I found the shade over there. Oh, I thought it was a shade.
Good for you.
We thought maybe it went down to the river. You solo. Solo.
Yes, all. Yeah. Okay. Good evening to each and every one of you. So nice to have you all in this evening. So as just Ron commented, now today only me here. Bante Mehta is doing his project. Is still doing his project of building a platform for the Bodhi tree. Hopefully, he'll be done within this week. And the Bante Kamalasiri is not unfortunately feeling well today. He's having some headache, so he needed a rest. So I decided to come by myself today. Yeah. So this is the time that we are getting together and doing this practice nicely. I was thinking about when I was driving here how wonderful that we have a space that actually we all can come together and then and quietly, calmly, without any distractions, and we can actually look into our own mind, and we can even feel our body, turning our attention inward and have this nice conducive place that we can take care of our mind and body. Right? Yeah. So because in many places where you go and there are so many things that will drag your attention, that will demand your attention. There are so many things will be happening around, and many things are not really helping, and not many things are not really making us feel calm. And so when so many things, we can call them distraction, but so many things that demands our attention, one after the other, one after the other. We have to attend to that thing, this thing, and we have to think about that. Then suddenly, you hear some other thing, and you have to think about that, and So we have all these things, but how wonderful, right? We have this place, nothing, we kind of, we can take a break and then look at ourselves, not anyone else. Look at ourselves and not simply looking at, but also like doing a practice that can help our body and also help our mind. And it's very important, and we have that opportunity. Um, because in order for us to move through in our life, we need that kind of practice, because we need some inner strength to move through all these difficult challenges, changes happening around us, particularly during this time. Because and one important, main practice we are doing here is actually loving kindness meditation, and so this is a period that many people are experiencing what is opposite to loving kindness, right? And you see the behaviors, the people that are that are not pleasant. We can also see violent acts, aggressive behaviors, and sometimes insane things happening around us. So when we hear these things, when we encounter these things, they are not really helping us to be loving. But I think it is during these kind of times actually we have to make a special effort to really experiment with the way of life that we are promoting. When we see violent behaviors, when we see any speech or any action that is promoting hatred or violence, and we quickly know that that is not good. I can't approve it. Right? We can quickly feel it, and whenever we see some any discrimination, so any injustice, we quickly feel that I can't approve it. It's not something that I can condone. Right? So we have maybe different set of values, but then issue becomes whenever we see these things that we cannot approve, and how we respond to that. If you are also getting angry and then aggressive in reaction to those things, maybe we are failing in the same way as the other people do, right? So therefore, particularly during this kind of period, that is, the environment is not conducive for us to be loving, for us to be having loving kindness, and then and then we have a challenge to really to prove ourselves, and also to maybe show others, can we really, is the life that are the values that we are talking about, are they really practical? Is the life, the way of life that we think that is good, that is better, is it really something that we can really do? So we need to do that experiment within ourselves, right? And so our practice is for that. When the environment is not conducive, can we still maintain our sanity? Can we still maintain our trust in humanity? Can we still maintain can we still maintain our inner goodness? That doesn't mean that we approve the other aggressive, violent and unkind things, but can we show an example? Right? I think as human beings, we have that capacity. Whenever I talk about meditation, I always try to talk about the water, the behavior of the water, and behavior of our human beings. That when the water is flowing in different terrains, and water will be different based on where it is flowing, where it is If the water is moving through a very plain terrain, water will be very smooth and nice and so peaceful, right? And if the water has to pass through maybe a slope and maybe a rocky place, and the water become quite flashy, say active, moving and flashy. So water has this nature that it takes the shape of the terrain. It is affected by where it is flowing through. So if it is flowing through in a very plain, nice place, it will be nice. If it is moving through very bumpy place, it will be really harsh and and moving. So to most extent, our minds are also like that, right? If everything is smooth, if everyone around us is kind, and okay, we think that okay, I'm also a kind person, right? And but actually, it's the environment that kind of makes us, that kind. And if you have to deal with difficult, situation, if you have to deal with maybe certain, aggressive behaviors, if you have to deal with some unwise decisions by, others, and when those things happen, are we going to let our mind to be like the water, just being, completely controlled by the outer environment, completely controlled by what is happening around us? So are we, completely vulnerable that, whatever happening around us, other people's behavior, other people's decisions, what is happening in around us can determine what is the status of our mind. And that is what is happening to water. Water is completely under the influence of this is environment, its container, its terrain. Do we want to be like that? I think as human beings, we can do a little better. Of course, we cannot definitely, we cannot really, we cannot. We will be influenced by what is happening around us. We will be influenced by what is happening in our community, in our society, in the world, and particularly during this time that we receive information from the other side of the globe, and so we cannot stop being influenced by those things. But I think there's one thing to be informed and being concerned about those issues. But the other one is completely another, that we let those incidents to let those incidents to completely consume our mind and completely control our mind. So I think therefore the kind of practice that we are doing is actually developing that ability that we can remain kind, we can remain maybe calm when what is happening around us are not helping us to be so. Because any organism will be conditioned by this environment. It will react to what is around us, right? So that is how any organism is reacting to its environment. But if we consider ourselves as an evolved organism, other than simply reacting what is happening to us, simply conditioned by what is around us, we can develop an inner ability to observe these things and recognize its unpleasantness, recognize its disagreeableness, and notice it, and then use it as an example. This is what can happen to people who have no training in the mind. And do I want to be so? And can I show a different example? Can I experiment with myself? Is there a way that I can be different? So I think all what we are doing is that, right? And and if we take that challenge, and then start to observe whatever discomfort we feel when we see certain things are not approved, not certain things are not nice, it's not going to be good for the community. I mean, of course, we can really act as a community, do something about it. But first of all, we need to kind of maintain our calmness in order to even to decide, what is the best thing to do. So meditation allows us to really observe, the fluctuation of the mind, the impact of the mind when we hear, when we see, when we encounter those things that are disagreeable to us. And meditation helps us to observe it, not deny it, accept it, observe it, and observe the shock that we experience, observe the discomfort, and then not let that discomfort to control everything. And then instead, we observe it, and then we use our energy, our effort to act differently. And that, so in loving kindness meditation, we develop that ability to bring that capacity within ourselves, because we don't let what is happening around us to diminish our goodness, diminish our ability to be kind. We purposely bring it out. It's not conducive, but we observe it, and then we develop some kind of compassion, understanding. Other people are behaving like that because maybe they are yet to understand the real situation. They are yet to come to their senses. They are still yet in their journey. Of course, that is affecting so many others, but so we can do something to help those people to realize those things. But if I really want to do it, and how I can and stay calm and stay focused and not to be affected by it, and then first I become I settle myself, and I observe the fluctuation, I observe the pain, I observe the discomfort, and take a breath. Okay, this is the situation. It's imperfect, and world is not really a perfect place, but let me have a different thought. Let me at least have a wish for these people to be well. I always say that if you cannot really wish anyone to be happy, at least you can wish people to be wiser. Right? That you can do, right? Yeah, I genuinely wish, they to be wiser, may they have some wisdom, So that's also a good wish. So be wiser. So that wish, kind of, that changes the whole mindset. That wish, may they be, we can say, when they be well, may they be wiser, may they have some wisdom. That wish kind of help you to stay away from the negative energy, and then heal yourself, and then help you to be proactive rather than being influenced by the situation, but into proactive, use different speech with others and different thoughts and different actions to show a different way that we can handle things. Otherwise we will be doing the same thing, right, from the other end, right? So I saw interesting because these days very in Sri Lanka, where I'm originally from, there's a economic crisis. It has become political. Chaotic situations is, the worst time I have ever experienced in Sri Lanka. Is everywhere. There's a lot of chaos and protests happening all over. So I saw someone has posted a nice image showing that there are a number of sticks, sticks of matches. Yeah, is it? Matchsticks. So the line of matchsticks. So one side is lighted, so fire is coming, and fire is spreading from one stick to the next to the next, and then if you just push one stick down, and that will stop the line. That will stop the continuation of the fire. That can be us. right? So when the hatred is spreading all over, we're talking about it, we are always, we're disapproving of course, disapproval is one thing, but talking with hatred is another, right? So we can be that person who's thinking differently, and we acknowledge the disagreeableness, we acknowledge it's unwholesomeness, but we don't contribute to that chain of negative reactions. Instead, we watch our own fire, and then we use our meditation skills to like heal it, and then we act purposely. We try to do something different, say something different, little wiser. Understand the situation with more context, with more empathy, more understanding, and then we start to talk, and I speak and behave differently, and so that we will be able to we will be able to stop the chain of. So that's the kind of person we want to be. So we want to be an example of the values that we are talking about. So if you really believe in certain values, we don't not only have to speak about it, talk about it. We not only have to promote it in our speech. We really have to be that in our behavior, which is harder. People can talk about values all the time, but have you ever tried to be? Then you only realize that how difficult, how challenging it is. So when we ask others to do so, we know what we are talking about. So our practice is for that, to be the values that we are promoting. Okay, so I'm glad that we are here today to practice together. So let us use this nice place and nice opportunity. We also have a number of people joining over YouTube. So you'll be in a conducive place in your house, maybe in your office, wherever. Let us do this practice together. Okay, so we will try to take a break from all the influences, all the things coming through our senses. We'll take a break and we'll look at ourselves and we say hello to our body. Acknowledge, you see it, and like go to different parts of the body, and then wish healing to each part of the body, and then we take care of our mind and purposely fill it with loving kindness that will heal both body and mind. Okay, so let us do our practice today. So we start with certain movements in our body. So we need to bring more awareness to our body. So in order to help ourselves to feel more body, we will do these simple movements. Try to spread your feet hip width apart, and try to distribute your weight evenly to your 2 feet. And feel balanced, and feel stable and grounded. When your both feet are touching the ground, it's kind of equal weight. You feel that grounded nature. So you acknowledge that you are standing here. That's all happening. So you can relax our hands. Release. And we will move our hands along with our breath to create more sensations in the body, so we can be in the body rather than being anywhere else. So take a breath in and gently raise your hands to the front. Breathe out, we simply spread our both hands to the side. Breathing in, we bring our hands all the way up. Breathe out, we gently bring both hands down, feeling all the sensation in the arms, and the palms and fingers. Let's do 2 more times. Breathe into the front. Breathe out to the side. Breathing up. Breathe out gently, bringing the hands down. Feeling over the sensation in the arms. 1 more time. Breathe into the front. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in up. Breathe out gently, coming down. Feeling all the palms and fingers. When you are Just let your hands hang by themselves, relax everything. Take a moment to observe whatever new sensations arising in your body as a result of that movement. Perhaps you can feel more tingling sensation in your palms, in your fingers, maybe other more awareness in your arms and shoulders. Just notice all these ordinary subtle sensations happening now. Just feel them, observe them, and be in your body. Okay, let's do another movement. We will bend our body this time a little bit. With the breathing in, raise your right hand from the side all the way up. And when you breathe out, turn to the opposite direction, which is the left. Your hand is up, gently moving. Relax. Feeling the bending, releasing the air. And breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, let's go back again, giving a nice bend, releasing the air, feeling the stretch. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out, going back again. Breathe in to the middle. Breathe out, going back again. Breathe in to the middle. And this time when you breathe out, we tend to bring our hands down. Feel all the sensation and relax. Let's do the same to the other hand. Breathing in, raising the left hand all the way up. Breathe out. Let's turn to the opposite direction, which is to the left this time, right this time. Feeling the stretch. And breathing in to the middle. Breathing out, going back again. Releasing the air, giving a nice bend, feel on the stretch. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out, going back again. Breathing into the middle. For one last time, let's go back again, giving a nice bend. Breathing in. When you breathe out this time, let's gently bring our hand down and relax. Let's take a moment to feel all the sensations happening around our body, throughout our arm, palm and fingers. Just be aware of all these sensations. And just be in the body. Nowhere else, but right here in this body. With this awareness of the body, let us now gently move back to our chairs and we will gently sit down for meditation. Let us try to keep an upright body, and we want to feel balanced posture right here. If possible, we can touch both feet on the floor in a balanced way and keeping the upper body upright, but make sure to drop the shoulders down And you can keep the chin somewhat parallel with the earth. And we can rest our palms on our lap. And now I will ring this bell and do a chant to help ourselves to settle into this moment and into this body. Let us have this presence, feeling of the presence and feeling of the body throughout the bell and the chant. Keep drawing your attention to this moment and simply feel your body, how this body is sitting here. Throughout the bell and the chant, stay in your body. Let us continue to feel our body and relax this body right here. It is a good time that we can allow this body to relax. Allow all these muscles to loosen up, and especially the muscles that will tighten up when we are excited or when we are agitated. Perhaps muscles around our shoulders, our back, and sometimes even our chest and our belly. Without our knowing, there can be some tightness in those muscles. So, this is a good time when we can allow those muscles to drop down and relax. We can use our breath to bring that lightness, the relaxation to those parts of the body. If you find any tightness in any parts of the body, take a moment to explore and go close to that part of the body. And we will lengthen our in-breath a little bit and gently breathe out while allowing that area to open up, drop, and relax. When we breathe out, we allow our chest to relax. When we breathe out, we allow our belly to drop to the front. With each breath, we let our body to relax, to release, to loosen up. With this relaxed body, let us now gently bring our whole attention to our mind. And gently watch what is the nature of the mind right now. Simply notice whatever thoughts, memories that are coming to the mind, and general nature, status of the mind. Let us now purposely guide our mind to experience one of the most wholesome mental states. We will now purposely generate a wholesome state, a wholesome quality in our mind. Loving kindness. We are capable of generating and experiencing so many emotions, so many mental states. The loving kindness is one of the most wholesome ones. Let us now generate this loving kindness in our heart. We don't want to wait until something pleasant happens around us. we can now generate this loving kindness purposely. Let us open our heart, just like when we see a smiling face of a little baby. A little baby smiling at you. Let us open our heart, just like when we are genuinely take care of an animal, petting a pet. Let us remember those moments and openness in our heart. Let us generate the same level of openness, willingness to care, a genuine wish of well-being, friendliness. Let us now cultivate this goodwill, this willingness for everyone to be well, this friendliness. Let us cultivate to make it stronger and stronger. We can do it by making good wishes again and again to everyone. Let us keep wishing well-being to everyone until our loving kindness becomes stronger and stronger. Let us start with ourselves. Let us start with this living being sitting here. Taking a moment to open our heart and direct that loving kindness, direct that goodwill, direct that friendliness to this living being, to ourselves. With compassion, acceptance, we will genuinely make a good wish to this being. May this person be well, be strong, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us be generous to ourselves and kind to ourselves and make all good wishes for this person here. Be well, be strong, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us take this moment to direct this loving kindness throughout this body, taking time to go through all over the body and wish well-being to all the organs, to all the parts of the body that have been helping us to live our life. Let us direct this loving kindness to this body. May these lungs, which are helping us to breathe even right now, may this whole respiratory system Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May this heart that is beating for us even right now, may this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this stomach, the whole digesting system that help us to energize this body, the stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digesting system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the central nervous system, the spinal cord, the brain stem, middle brain, the frontal lobe, the whole digesting system be well, be healthy, be healed. Allow this loving kindness to go to each part of the body. Let this intention of loving kindness travel throughout the body. And let it reach each corner of the body and heal the whole body. May all these muscles, ligaments, and tendons be well, be healthy, be healed. May all these bones, all these joints be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, from the top of the head all the way to the tips of the toes, be well, be healthy, be healed. Let us now expand this wish beyond ourselves to all others, genuinely wishing the same well-being. May all people who are meditating with us in this room right now, may all people living in this neighborhood right now, let us take a moment to wish all of them. May all these people living around me in the immediate environment be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond this immediate environment to all other faraway places. May all people living beyond this immediate environment in all other cities, states, countries, may all people living in the direction of my front, from here all the way to faraway places, all of them be well, be well, be well, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our right, living near and far in this direction, be well, be well, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our back, may everyone living in this direction, near and far, be well, be well, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our left, everyone living in this direction right now, near and far, be well, be well, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish as wide as we can to embrace all beings with this wish. May all other living beings living everywhere, all animals, large ones and tiny ones, and all living beings, whatever life forms there may be, whatever living organisms there may be, may all of them, without exception, be well, Be peaceful. Peaceful. Peace. With this loving kindness, let us now gently rest with our breath for a few minutes. We will deepen the peace we are experiencing now by simply noticing the breath and letting our mind to be with the breath. Feel the air moving through the nostrils. Feel the air coming out through the nostrils. Feel whatever movements happening in the body with the breath. Let us simply rest with this breath. This is happening now, and this is what makes us alive. With deep respect to our breath, we will simply feel it and be with it. Bringing our mind to the breath again and again. Whenever we have other thoughts, we notice and bring back. Be with the breath. Rest with the breath. Sukhi diga yuko bhava Sukhi diga Yuko Bhava. Sukhi Dika. Yuko Bhava. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past, who transmitted these teachings from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped our meditation tonight, and all the patrons and staff of this library who allowed us to use this space. Let us even feel grateful to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this chair, this bell, and this device that helped us to connect to this meditation from home and everything. With deep gratitude to all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you everyone. It's nice to have you. I really appreciate your effort to come here and do this practice. It requires effort. It requires decision making. It requires certain energy to come here, certain effort. I'm glad that we all made it. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week ahead, and look forward to see you again. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining.